Hello friends, welcome to Fairs Club Learn to Lead. Good morning to all the students. As you know, we already started the September month topic wise current affair and we discussed almost so many topics. And today topic of discussion is science and technology. This is very important topic especially for state public service commission examination, but this type of question can be asked in every type of exam. So watch this video till end and watch carefully. But first of all, you have to download our application Careers Cloud from the Google Play Store. After that, log in with your email ID. Then click on this Crack Current Affairs section to subscribe our current affairs for 1 year as well as for 2 years. Both the subscription prices are very much low. But the most important thing, what we are covering under this 1 year and the 2 year subscription, we are providing you daily section. In the daily section, you will receive three things. One is the detailed current affair. Second is the question and answer format of current affairs, but both will be provided in the form of PDF or in the form of ebook. And third is the quiz section, and this can be attempted only on our application on daily basis. Next is the weekly section. Again, we are providing three things. One is the detailed current affairs, second is the question and answer format, but both things will be provided in the PDF format, and third is the quiz section, which you can attempt on our application on weekly basis. Next is the monthly section, and in the monthly section we are providing you four type of PDFs. One is the detailed current affair PDF, which is known as study PDF. Next, all the detailed current affairs will be converted in the form of question and answer. That's why it is known as question and answer PDF, so that you can revise all the current affairs in the question and answer format. Next is the best 100 current affairs will be provided. That is also provided in the form of question and answer. And last is the pocket PDF. It means one liner, two liner, or the three liners current affair will be provided to you, so that you can revise these current affairs very quickly before your exam. Next is topic wise current affair. This is very important section because we are providing 20 most important topic wise PDF. If you want to revise one or two particular topics, then you can use this topic wise PDF. If you are a banking student, then we are providing three things. One is detail, second is question and answer format of current affairs, but only related to banking and economy, and third is the quiz section. It is also only related to banking and economy, and you can attempt this quiz section only on our application on monthly basis. Next is exam PDF. If you want to cover all the current affairs before your exam of particular year, then you can use this exam PDF. Next is special current affairs section. In the special current affair, we are providing you budget and economic survey. Two things we are providing. One is detail budget and economic survey. Second is question and answer format of budget and economic survey. It means you can recall that examiner can make these type of questions from budget and economic survey. If you are preparing for your respective state exam, then we are also providing state current affairs, and we are covering every state and union territory. So all these things comes under only one subscription. First of all, you have to just download our application Careers Cloud, then click on this Crack Current Affairs section, and you can subscribe for 1 year as well as for 2 years. And if you want 10% extra discount, then you can use this code ASH10. If you have any query, then you can email us on this email ID or you can call us on this number. Let's start the September month topic wise current affair, and today topic of discussion is science and technology, and here is the first question. Which of the following points are correct with respect to the recent steps taken by the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers? So let's read the statement and find out the correct statement. First is Union Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia ji addressed the Silver Jubilee like 25-year celebrations of the National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority on 29th of August in New Delhi. This statement is true. Next is the Integrated Pharmaceutical Database Management System 2.0, which is also known as IPDMS 2.0, was introduced by National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority with technical assistance from CDAC, which is also known as Center for Advanced Computing. This statement is also true. Third is Union Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia ji upgraded Pharma Sahi Dam 2.0 application with new features such as speech recognition and other features like search for medicines by brand and by formulation, availability in Hindi and English, a sharing function, a customer complaint management system, and bookmarking medicine. So this statement is also true. So it means all the statements are correct. It means answer of this question is all 1, 2, 3. Moving to next question. In August 2022, Indian Railways set up Meghdoot machines at Dadar, Thane and other stations of Mumbai division in Maharashtra. The Meghdoot machines use innovative technology of dash. So Meghdoot machines use innovative technology to convert water vapor in the air into the potable drinking water. So answer of this question is to provide potable clean drinking water. 3 is the answer. So it utilizes the science of condensation to extract water vapor from the surrounding atmosphere. So this is Indian Railway who set up Meghdoot machines at so many stations like Dadar, Thane and other stations of the Mumbai division in Maharashtra, just to convert water vapor in the air to the potable clean drinking water. Moving to next question. Name the Union Minister that recently launched the CAPF e-Awas portal for the purpose of allocating residential quarters to the Central Armed Police Force personnel. And this Union Minister is Amit Shah ji. So answer of this question is 4. So Union Minister Amit Shah under the Ministry of Home Affairs has launched a CAPF e-Awas portal for the purpose of allocating residential quarters to the Central Armed Police Force personnel, and this was launched in New Delhi. And the CAPF e-Awas portal, which promotes transparency and accountability, would abolish the caste system in the allocation of residential quarters to the Jawans or the CAPF personnel. And the housing satisfaction ratio, which was around 33% in 2014, it was 48% in 2022. And with the launch of this CAPF e-Awas portal, this will increase 13% without construction of new buildings, and it is expected to reach 73% by the month of November in 2024. So this is e-Awas portal specially to allocate the quarters to the Central Armed Police Force personnel, and this is known as CAPF e-Awas. Moving to next question. In September 2022, India launched its first indigenously developed quadrivalent human papilloma virus vaccine against cervical cancer. Which company developed this quadrivalent human papilloma virus vaccine along with the Department of Biotechnology? And this is one and only Serum Institute of India. So answer of this question is 3. So India had launched the first indigenously developed quadrivalent human papilloma virus vaccine on September 1st of 2022 against cervical cancer. This is used against cervical cancer. And you can also remember this vaccine was developed by Serum Institute of India with the help of Department of Biotechnology, and the market was granted by the Drugs Controller General of India, which was recommended by the Subject Expert Committee. And as per the data of World Health Organization, almost 41,91,000 women have died due to the cervical cancer since 2019 in India only. And cervical cancer ranks second most frequent cancer among the women between 15 to 44 of age in India. Moving to next question. In September 2022, the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO successfully conducted tests of an IAD technology to land missions on Mars or Venus in future. What is the full form of IAD? IAD stands for Inflatable Aerodynamic Declarator. So answer of this question is 4. And this IAD technology is designed and developed by ISRO's Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, and it has been designed successfully for the spent stage recovery. And IAD can aerodynamically declarate an object descending through the atmosphere. It means that through this technology, the payload will land back on Earth by declarating the fall at the required level. So ISRO successfully conducted test of an inflatable aerodynamic declarator that will be used for landing payloads on Mars and Venus in future. Moving to next question. China recently launched a new remote sensing satellite named as Yaogan 3302 into the space by using which rocket? Simple question, static question. Remember the question as same as in slide, and name of the rocket is Long March 4C. So the satellite will be used for scientific experiments, land resources survey, crop yield estimation and disaster prevention and the relief. And this marks the 435th flight mission of the Long March series carrier rocket. So remember, China launched a new remote sensing satellite named as Yaogan 3302 into the space from the northwest China. And the satellite was first launched by Long March 4C carrier rocket and has entered the planet orbit successfully. Moving to next question. Name the organization that was recently signed second private astronaut mission to the International Space Station with Axiom Space for the Axiom Mission 2. And this organization is National Aeronautics and Space Administration. It means we are talking about the space agency of USA. So NASA and Axiom Space have signed a mission order for Axiom Mission 2 or AX2 This is second private astronaut mission to the International Space Station, and the mission is scheduled to take place in the second quarter of the 2023. And the space flight will launch from NASA Kennedy Space Center in Florida and travel to the International Space Station. And for the Axiom 2, Axiom Space will submit 4 proposed crew members and 4 backup crew members to the International Space Station Multilateral Crew Operation Panel for review. So remember, this is NASA and Axiom company. Moving to next question. In September 2022, the DRDO Defense Research Development Organization and the Indian Army successfully completed 6 flight tests of QRSAM system, and it was tested from Chandipur off the coast of Odisha. What is the meaning of QRSAM, or what is the meaning of Q under this QRSAM? QR stands for quick reaction, SAM stands for surface to air missile. So what is the meaning of Q? Q stands for quick. So answer of this question is 3. So QRSAM is a short range surface to air missile system primarily designed and developed by the DRDO to the Indian Army, which was equipped with state-of-art guidance and control algorithms including the warhead chain. So DRDO, or Defense Research Development Organization, and the Indian Army successfully completed 6 flight tests of this quick reaction surface to air missile system from the integrated test range of Chandipur off the coast of Odisha, and now it is ready for introduction into the army. Moving to next question. Name the organization that was recently test fired an enhanced range Pinaka multi-barrel rocket launcher at Balasur in Odisha, Pokhran in Rajasthan. So first of all, you have to understand about what is Pinaka. So Pinaka is a multiple rocket launcher produced in India, and it is for the Indian Army and comprises a free flight artillery rocket. And Pinaka Mark 1 has a maximum range of 40 km, while the Pinaka Mark 1 enhanced version has a maximum range of 60 km. Now this is Defense Research and Development Organization. Answer of this question is 1. DRDO successfully test fired an enhanced range Pinaka multi-barrel rocket launcher at Balasur and Pokhran, Balasur Odisha, Pokhran Rajasthan. And the Pinaka MBRL is designed by Armament Research and Development Establishment, which is a lab of DRDO and based in Pune, Maharashtra. Moving to next question. Which of the following organizations recently jointly launched India's first electric freight platform, which is known as eFast India? eFast stands for Electric Freight Accelerator for Sustainable Transport. And this is Niti Aayog, National Institution for Transforming India, in collaboration with World Resource Institute India, WRI. So answer of this question is both 1 and 2. It means both the organization launched India's first electric freight platform, which is known as eFast India. eFast India, which is Electric Freight Accelerator for Sustainable Transport India, to enable road-based electric freight transition. And the eFast India platform is supported by World Economic Forum and also the Rocky Mountain Institute India for bringing different stakeholders together from across the freight ecosystem. Moving to next question. Name the 2 super Earth planets that were recently discovered by an international team of astronomers which were orbiting the LP899 star located about 100 light years from the Earth. And this is LP899b and LP899c. So answer of this question is both 2 and 3. So as per the journal Astronomy and Astrophysics published in the month of September 2022, 2 super Earth planets named as 9b and 9c, number is same, LP890, which is orbiting LP899, a small cool star located about 100 light years from Earth, has been discovered by an international team of astronomers. The star, which is also referred as Speculoos, SPCULOOS, Speculoos 2, is the second coolest star discovered to have planets after the famous TRAPPIST, TRAPPIST 1. And the system inner planet designated as LP899b, 9b, is about 30% larger than Earth and quickly absorbs around the dwarf star in just 2.7 Earth days. And next is 9C. The second planet is significantly larger than the Earth, about 40% larger, and completes its orbit in around 8.5 Earth days. So just remember the name or the number. This is 9B and 9C. Moving to next question. Which country recently tested its solar-powered drone-cum satellite named as Kunming 50 or Morning Star 50? Kunming 50 or Morning Star 50. And this is the country of China. So answer of this question is 4. So it is also referred as high altitude platform stations or a pseudo satellite. It is China's first large-sized unmanned aerial vehicle powered only by the solar energy, and it can fly continuously for long periods at an altitude of 20 km above the Earth's surface. So China has successfully tested its first fully solar powered unmanned aerial vehicle or the drone, namely Kunming 50 or Morning Star 50, which can fly uninterrupted for months, and can function even as a satellite if required. Moving to next question. Name the company that recently launched India's first high throughput satellite broadband internet services by using ISRO geosynchronous satellite 11 and GSAT 29 communication satellites. And this is Huge Communication India Limited. So answer of this question is 4. So Huge Communication India Private Limited launched India's first high throughput satellite broadband internet services to provide high speed satellite internet across India, including the remote areas. So the service is provided using ISRO's geosynchronous satellite or GSAT 11 or GSAT 29 communication satellite. So this service combines Ku band capacity of the ISRO satellite GSAT 11 and GSAT 29 and huge Jupiter platform ground technology to deliver high speed broadband. Moving to next question. Name the first anti-drone product that was recently launched by the Ratan India enterprise. Remember the keyword, this is anti-drone product. It means to defend from the drones. The name of this anti-drone product is Defender. So Ratan India Enterprise launched its first anti-drone product called Defender, which can work both manually and via artificial intelligence, which helps it to adjust its position. And the anti-drone was developed by the Throttle Aerospace System, which is a step-down subsidiary of the Ratan India Enterprise. Moving to next question. Name the Union Ministry who recently launched Swachhta Portal for the Special Campaign 2.0, and this is the Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh. Answer of this question is 2. So Union Minister of State, Independent Charge, Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions, Dr. Jitendra Singh launched exclusive portal which is known as Swachhta Portal for the Special Campaign 2.0, which is scheduled to begin on 2nd of October to 31st of October 2022, and it is dedicated to Swachhta and reducing pedancy of work in the government offices. And the portal was developed by Department of Administrative Reforms, Public Grievances under the Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions. Moving to next question. Name the Indian naval ship that was recently decommissioned at the Naval Dockyard in Mumbai, Maharashtra after 32 years of service. And this is INS Ajay. So answer of this question is 4. So INS Ajay was commissioned in 1990 in Georgia in the former Soviet Union, and it is a part of 23rd Patrol Vessel Squadron of the Indian Navy under the Operation Command of the Flag Officer commanding Maharashtra Naval Area. And it is named after the Ajay class patrol vessel INS Ajay, which was commissioned in 1960. And INS Ajay was the first indigenously built ship in independent India, delivered in 1961 by the Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, Calcutta, West Bengal. And it was gifted to Bangladesh. In 1974, where it served as Bangladesh Naval Ship Surma. It was named as Bangladesh Naval Ship Surma. So remember, Indian naval ship INS Ajay, the second Abhay class anti-submarine warfare ship of the Western Naval Command, was decommissioned at the Naval Dockyard in Mumbai, Maharashtra after 32 years of service to the nation. Moving to next question. In September 2022, Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan launched the SCALE application. SCALE stands for Skill Certification Assessment for the leather employees, and it is for the skill development in the leather sector. Which organization developed the SCALE application? And this organization is Leather Skill Sector Council. So answer of this question is second. So Union Minister of Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Dharmendra Pradhan ji launched the SCALE application, and it is during the visit to the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research Central Leather Research Institute, which is situated in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. And SCALE is an Android application developed by Leather Skill Sector Council, provides a one-stop solution for skilling, learning, assessment and employment needs of the leather industry. So just remember the name of the application SCALE and what is the meaning of SCALE. In September 2022, MOXIE, a lunchbox sized instrument by NASA, successfully created oxygen by carrying out the work of a teeny tree on Mars. In MOXIE, what does E stand for, or what is the meaning of MOXIE? MOXIE stands Mars Oxygen in situ resource utilization experiment. So what is the meaning of E? E stands for experiment. So 3 is the answer. So NASA experiment, which is known as MOXIE, Mars Oxygen in situ resource utilization experiment, which is a lunchbox sized instrument, has successfully generated oxygen by carrying out the work of a tiny tree on Mars. As per the researchers, by the end of 2021, MOXIE was able to produce O2 or oxygen on 7 experimental runs in several atmospheric circumstances, including day and night and throughout the Martian seasons. And in each experimental run, MOXIE produced 6 grams of oxygen per hour, which roughly equals to oxygen produced by a small tree on Earth. So answer of this question is 3, and remember what is the meaning of MOXIE? This is Mars Oxygen in situ resource utilization experiment. In September 2022, the Indian Space Research Organization or ISRO successfully tested a 30 kilonewton hybrid propulsion system in Dash. So Indian Space Research Organization has successfully tested a 30 kilonewton hybrid motor, potentially paving the way for new propulsion system for the forthcoming launch series at ISRO Propulsion Complex in Mahendragiri in Tamil Nadu. So answer of this question is 3. And the test was conducted by the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, which sport from the Liquid Propulsion System Center. And it was a ground-based test which was for 15 seconds on a 300 mm sounding rocket motor. And the motor used hydroxyl terminated as a fuel and liquid oxygen as a oxidizer. You don't have to remember the technical terms, just remember the question as same as in slide. Moving to next question. Which country recently tested the newest generation of anti-ship missile, namely Gabriel 5? So this is very important question, even the most important question, because this is anti-ship missile named as Gabriel 5, and this country is Israel. So answer of this question is second. So Israeli Navy successfully tested the newly generation of anti-ship missiles, namely Gabriel 5, which is the 5th generation of anti-ship missile developed by Israel Aerospace Industry and the Defense Ministry Directorate of Research and Development. And it is a surface-to-surface missile, also known as the Blue Spear, and it is advanced naval attack missile. And it is SAR-6 class corvette fired a missile at a dummy ship, destroying it. And this was the first anti-ship missile test from a new SAR-6 corvette of the Israeli Navy. Moving to next question. Name the application that was recently launched as an Indian Sign Language Dictionary mobile application which contains 1000 words. Again, this question is most important, and this application named as SignLearn. Answer of this question is second. So the Government of India launched an Indian Sign Language Dictionary mobile application named as SignLearn, which contains 1000 words, and this is based on the dictionary of the Indian Sign Language Research and Training Center. And this SignLearn was launched by the Union Minister of State for Social Justice and Empowerment, Pratima Baumikji, and it was launched at an event of the Sign Language Day on 23rd of September 2022 in New Delhi. and the application is available on Android and iPhone operating system version, and the words in the application can be searched in Hindi as well as in English medium. Moving to next question. Which organization or institute recently developed 1.6 kg microprocessor controlled knees and intelligent artificial limb? And this is developed by ISRO or Indian Space Research Organization. So answer of this question is 4. So ISRO has developed 1.6 kg of microprocessor controlled knees and intelligent artificial limb which will benefit above knee amputee to walk with a comfortable gait. And this MPQ or microprocessor controlled knees will offer extended capabilities for the amputee than those offered by the passive limbs that do not use the microprocessor. So a microprocessor controlled knees consist of a microprocessor, hydraulic damper, load and knee angle sensor, composite knee case, lithium battery, and the electrical harness and interface element. And this MPQ or microprocessor controlled knees currently available commercially in India and are imported, which cost a range of 10 lakh rupees to 60 lakh rupees. And this microprocessor controlled knees development once commercialized are expected to cost around 4 lakh to 5 lakh rupees. Moving to next question. The Indian Army and the Defense Geoinformatics and the Research Establishment recently installed India's first avalanche monitoring radar in the northern region of which state or union territory? Remember, this is India's first avalanche monitoring radar and it was established in the northern area of the Sikkim. So answer of this question is 1. So it is the first of its kind avalanche monitoring radar in India and it has been installed in the North Sikkim by the Indian Army and the Defense Geoinformatics and the Research Establishment, which is also known as DGRE. And the radar was made operational by the DGRE, a lab under the Defense Research and Development Organization specialized in forecasting as well as mitigating avalanche hazards encountered by the Army in the Himalayan region. And this radar detects an avalanche in less than 3 seconds by scattering a series of brief microwave pulses towards the target, and it can also be used to find landslides. And the radar is an all-weather solution as it can see through the snow, fog and as well as the night, and it can covers an area of 2 square kilometers, eliminating the need for additional devices in the avalanche prone areas. Moving to next question. Which country recently launched 2 new experimental satellites named as Xian-14 and Xian-15 by the Kuaishou-1 or KZ-1A carrier rocket? And this country is again China. So answer of this question is 4. So China successfully launched 2 new experimental satellites. One is known as Xian-14 and second is Xian-15 using the Kuaishou-1A or KZ-1A carrier rocket from the northern province of the China, and the name Xian means experiment in Chinese. And this marks the 18th flight mission of the Kuaishou-1A series rocket operated by the Chinese company X-Space. And Xian-14 will be particularly used for scientific experiments and new technology verification, and the Xian-15 will be used for land survey, urban planning and disaster prevention and the mitigation. Moving to next question. Name the spy satellite that was recently launched into the orbit by United Launch Alliance Delta IV Heavy rocket from the California, United States of America. So static question, just remember the question as same as in slide, and this is NROL-91. So answer of this question is 3. So United Launch Alliance ULA Delta IV Heavy rocket was carrying the NROL-91, a United Series spy satellite for the National Reconnaissance Office or NRO and the United States Space Force Space System Command from the California area. And this launch was the 14th for the Delta IV Heavy configuration rocket since its debut in the December 2004. And this is also the 387th overall flight of the Delta rocket since 1960 and also the 95th and the final launch from the California. And Deltas will be replaced by the United Launch Alliance next generation Vulcan rockets. Moving to next question. In September 2022, the National Aeronautics and the Space Administration NASA's DART the world's first planetary defense technology demonstration successfully crashed into the asteroid Dimorphos. And in DART, what is the meaning of R or what is the meaning of DART? DART stands for double asteroid redirection test. So it is the meaning of DART. So it means R stands for redirection. So NASA's DART, the world's first planetary defense technology demonstration, successfully crashed into the asteroid Dimorphos, which is 6.8 miles from the Earth. And this marks humanity's first attempt to move another celestial body with an aim to see if a larger asteroid hunting towards Earth could be diverted. And Dimorphos is an asteroid that was discovered in 1996 and it is about 9.6 million kilometers from the Earth. And remember about DART mission, DART targeted the asteroid Moonlet Dimorphos, a small body with just 530 feet or 160 meter in diameter that orbits a large asteroid called Didymos, which is 2560 feet or 780 meter. Moving to next question. In September 2022, ALS-50, an indigenous loitering munition, was successfully tested at Pokhran, Rajasthan. Which organization developed this ALS-50? And this is developed by Tata Advanced System Limited. So answer of this question is 4. So an indigenous loitering munition, which is known as ALS-50, developed by Tata Advanced System, has been successfully tested by demonstrating its strike capability test at Pokhran, Rajasthan. And this ALS-50 is an autonomous system that is designed for vertical takeoff and landing. And it is capable of operating from difficult terrain and high altitude area. That's why it was tested in Pokhran. Previously in 2022, the ALS-50 was demonstrated its ability to operate in high altitude areas during the test in Ladakh area. Next is in September 2022, Union Minister of State Phaggan Singh Kulastheji launched the Jaldoot application or Jaldoot application e-browser for monitoring of the groundwater tables across India. Which of the following ministry jointly developed this application? This is developed by Ministry of Panchayati Raj and Ministry of Rural Development. So answer of this question is both 1 and 2. So it is jointly developed by Ministry of Rural Development and Ministry of Panchayati Raj. And Union Minister of State Phaggan Singh Kulastheji under the Ministry of Rural Development launched the Jaldoot application and Jaldoot application e-browser during a function in New Delhi. And this application will be used across India for the monitoring of groundwater tables by capturing the water level of selected 2-3 wells in a village. And remember, this app is developed by Ministry of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj. Ministry of Jal Shakti has no role for the developing of this application. So this is all for today. I think you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. And you can join our all platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn and Telegram channel. And Telegram channel link is given in the description box. But please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you guys for watching this video. Always take care of your health. Thank you, take care and bye-bye.